Joining us right now is the chair of the Pontiac Regional Chamber, Damany Head, joins us. Damany, thank you very much for joining us on the MegaCast today.
Dave, thanks for having me.
Hey, listen, man, I only got a couple of minutes because the governor is going to be holding a press conference. We want to hear what she has to say. Man, I tell you what, Pontiac has added a new bridge based on what I'm seeing in your background there.
Absolutely. We're trying to become the new Silicon Valley. So really great to, put this bridge over the Clinton River.
You're looking good in Zoom today. Thank you very much for joining us. How's Pontiac doing? We only got a couple of minutes, but we've talked to the directors of our chambers in almost all of our communities, and we know businesses have really been struggling. How's Pontiac holding up?
Well, I think Pontiac is well positioned, just like Detroit. Just my belief. I don't know if it's everyone's belief, but we took a severe haircut during emergency financial management, which definitely changed the complexion of the size of the city, but also gave us an opportunity to save and put money away in the bank because we reduced the headcount for the city. That has also allowed the city to kind of re-engage its citizens and its businesses in a way that we've seen the likes of Amazon come in, Shore Mortgage, Williamson International, an expansion in the General Motors campus. So you've seen some of the larger players in the community expand what they're doing. Also, you've had great partnerships with the county and the county treasurer, Andy Meisner, working to bring in local banks or banks that the county banks with, Flagstar Bank to improve their CRA rating. Also partnerships with Seed Lending and Belinda Dubois to further entrepreneurship. So there's been a lot of great projects. Money's flowing into entrepreneurs, also money's flowing into larger businesses within the community. And I think that's a bonus. And I think, kind of the haircut that we took, during the last economic downturn has positioned Pontiac well to make a strong comeback post-COVID.
Well, and that's all great news. I don't think that, and we can spend more time another day. I don't think people realize what's going on in Pontiac right now. People look at Pontiac as a community that let's be honest, is really devastated by the changing dynamics of the automotive industry. Similar to what Flint has gone through, and it's been tough for communities like Pontiac and Flint to rebound from that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's been a progressive, coming back over the last 50 years. Sometimes things don't turn around as fast as we'd like. Definitely, you've seen over the last 2 years a higher level of engagement from the foundations across Southeast Michigan. You've also seen a higher level of engagement of addressing educational assets within the community and revamping. I mean, as an example, Pontiac School District, if you go out there, they increased their bond rating so much that there are investable bonds now. So I think there's some really great points that have happened over the last 5 to 6 years that, set the groundwork and the infrastructure for a strong recovery.
We're going to see Pontiac evolve as a place to go. People like right now going to downtowns to gather in restaurants and have more activity. Do you see that kind of activity coming back to a greater degree in downtown Pontiac?
Yeah, I mean, you have some really great assets. I mean, we've long had probably the most significant asset in Oakland County, which is Erebus Entertainment. So the haunted house has been one of the largest haunted houses in the world. Those two brothers have been working together for at least the last 25 years in the city of Pontiac. And you got Blair McGowan from Crowfoot, who brings in great rock concerts and great bands. So the assets are here. It's really, aligning all the leadership to take those assets and build out a brand that people want to use.
Well, anything we can do to help out with that, let's have a longer conversation on another day. But anything we can do to help out with that, let people know across the county. I mean, it's got to be frustrating. We have certainly, if not certainly one of the most prosperous counties in the state of Michigan, and Pontiac is part of that. And Pontiac has not been able to share in that prosperity that some of the communities right around it have.
Yeah, I think, the county has a strong brand, and, we have a lot of great cities that have strong brands: Royal Oak, Rochester Hills, Holly, right? Southfield. You have a really strong brands. And then, we, I think one of the things we have to do is really focus on the market share that we want to capture. And I know we can partner with Oakland County and the city to make sure we do that during this next economic turnaround.
Damany Head, chair of the Pontiac Regional Chamber. We got to skedaddle. The governor is knocking on our door. Thank you very much. Let's do this again. We'll get you rescheduled in the show. We have a few more minutes, and we'll continue to talk about some of the great things going on in Pontiac and the challenges and what we could do to help out with it.
Oh, David, thank you for your time, and I really appreciate it, and look forward to hearing what the governor has to say.